Tiffany, why are you in Los Angeles today?
I just gave a keynote to the Cisco conference yesterday, and then I'm giving another one to a different group at the conference today. And I'm talking about my cloud filmmaking, and I show clips from Connected. I talk about where I think all this connectedness came from and where I think it's going, and the potential technologically with cinema and creativity.
You mentioned you were one of the few artists in the room.
I'm always a lot of technology companies, a lot of businesses like will have me come in and I am the artist. But I'm also a technologist, so I started off my talk yesterday, which was a little, I said, William Gibson, who I just heard speak, said, if you want to know where technology is headed, just look at what the artists and the criminals are doing. And I said, I'm the artist side of that equation. So, because we're doing a lot of experiments that you could apply to anything that are really working. And I also tell them about things that didn't work.
And how are you received? Are the arms crossed when you get up there, or people?
Because I have my films, I show a lot of my short films, which are very funny but they're provocative. You know, I always try to use humor as a way to open up bigger issues that might be uncomfortable. So I'm peppering the whole film with the whole talk with films and ideas and discussion. But no, I speak a lot. I've been doing it for 20 years, and I give about 1 to 2 keynotes a month. Yeah.
When you say what the criminals are doing, are you referring to something like Anonymous, or what are some? Maybe. Inmates.com, or people, what?
Oh no, I definitely think I'm just quoting Gibson. So what I loved about what he said is I've always, artists are like the antennas of society, and they're always experimenting and doing things or commenting on things that maybe the rest of the society, it's not mainstream yet. They're like on the edges of society, or they're experimenting with things at the edges, and then once it gets brought into the center, that's when it becomes mainstream. So I mean, I've always been kind of exploring the edge, and one of my favorite quotes by my dad is, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. That's definitely a philosophy in my work. So I'm always trying to experiment with how things are done and rethinking how films are made and how they can be distributed, and providing new tools for people to experience the content in films. And I mean, more than a filmmaker, I think of myself as a conversation maker, and I'm trying to provide all these different ways to experience and to interact with ideas and to delve deeper into ideas. So, yeah, so I mean, the criminals is just kind of edgy because, there's a lot of hackers and people doing things that are revealing holes in the system, things that be fixed. I just read this very haunting article by this Wired editor who got completely hacked, and the hacker, his whole identity, told him what he did and why he did it, because he wanted the reporter to tell these companies to fix the holes in their system. So it was a really interesting article, but I'm not when I used that quote at the beginning, it was more to talk about, here's a perspective of an artist working at the fringes of what you can do with technology, and yeah.